my Chevy. When the surf and the flak get heavy, we'll have fun with our guns till a lifeguard takes our amber away.
Hello, folks. Glad you could join us. For those of you who have been with us since episode 1 and are new viewers who have actually managed to sit through any of our earliest material, thank you very much either way. You know that from the get-go it was always our intention to, in addition to talking about anime and video games, discuss some of our, other hobbies. So Justin has his metal review, and I'm going to be doing a series of short videos talking about my firearms collection. Various interesting and maybe not necessarily so interesting pieces I have in my collection. But I'm going to start off with one that's very interesting, a recent acquirement of mine too. This is the Remington Nylon 66. Very historically important, really, even though it was, not by no means a military rifle, definitely 100% civilian market. This is a 22 long rifle autoloader, of course. And I'd actually acquired this through, unfortunately, inheritance. My grandmother, as you probably saw in one of my videos, passed a while back, and this was one of my grandfather's rifles, been kept in a gun case in the closet for Lord knows how long. I think they've been in there as long as I've been around, so... unfortunately, I found out when I got this it hadn't been cleaned since it was put away, so there's actually GSR in this rifle that's older than me. So, Lord, I hope he wasn't using some old crappy corrosive stuff, but we'll see. But yeah, the rifle itself. First of all, like I said, it's a 22 long rifle autoloader fed from a 14-round tube magazine. Synthetic stock, so it's very light, only about 4 pounds unloaded. But really interesting with that is this came out in, well, debuted anyway in 1959. This is one of the earliest rifles, or guns at all really, with a fully synthetic stock, and the first, and to this day, one of the few guns with a fully synthetic receiver. Now, of course, especially back then, polymers were, the technology was still kind of getting to where it could actually handle this kind of stress, so Remington teamed up with DuPont to develop a special kind of nylon just for this gun. The standard nylon that DuPont was making was simply referred to as Nylon 6. Honestly, I forget what that is, or what the 6 stands for. I think that's like a variant or batch number or something like that. But this is a variant of that, which is denoted as Nylon 6,6. Hence, they just called the rifle the Nylon 66. There are some pros and cons with that. It depends who you talk to. Common criticism I hear is the stock is a little flexy. I mean, it's still pretty rigid, but people don't like the accuracy you get out of it. Other people, especially those living in Arctic and subarctic areas, love these things for small game hunting because with a synthetic stock, the cold doesn't do much to it in terms of wear and tear, and you don't have to worry as much about thermal contraction. So, the funny thing is, and again, some people will agree, some people will disagree, but according to some, the barrel actually acts like it's free-floated, even though it isn't. But I haven't shot this thing myself yet, don't really know if I'm going to, but go over some features on here now. Of course, and yes, I have checked this, I have cleared this, so don't go bitching, oh, I'm being unsafe. So, you got your, your charging handle, of course. Nice, really clean, crisp trigger pull, I love that. Got your safety there, safety on, as always, red means dead. Rear adjustable leaf sight. The adjustments are kind of, figure it out, but it is, a nice little analog adjustment. Kind of stiff, but not bad. Only for... Oh, no, okay, yeah. There's elevation and a really small windage adjustment screw here. And then a fixed front blade sight here, kind of, I love the front of this gun here, because it has this little pinched off area, so you can kind of grip it like this if you want. But that combined with the blade size gives it a bit of a Marvin the Martian look. The really fun thing when I got this, though, is I had to figure out where the hell the magazine was. I'm like, okay, it's not a detachable box magazine. It's not, obviously it's not a, internal, because there's no place to put a stripper clip or anything. It's not single shot, because I could see, a recessed feed ramp. And I'm like, well, where the hell? It's actually in the buttstock. So, just reach in, twist, and pull. And you can see here, it kind of goes like that, and poops the bullets out right underneath the bolt there. And like I said, holds about 14 rounds, so won't be wanting for ammo capacity. Let's see, other features. This metal part, which like I said, this has a synthetic receiver, like you'll see in a moment, but this top cover here actually has a weaver rail on it, so you can put a scope on it if you so desire. And yeah, it's just, a fun little relic. Now, there are about 6 or 7 different variants of these. These are actually fairly collectible. This is the most common one, so if you see one of these, they're, the ones you're usually going to find. Still worth about, $600-700 to the right person, so that's not bad. I'm not going to sell this, of course. But one of the reasons these are so collectible, kind of similar to a lot of, our favorite action figures, similar reasons. These weren't, no one really took care of them. Especially hunters, because, people, like I said, they're good for small game, squirrels, birds, rabbits, what have you. But, if you hit something, large enough where it can't just be finished off, with a single shot, average thing hunters do is just, crack them upside the head with the stock. Well, you do that enough times. This is still, late 50s, early 60s technology polymers, so not really meant to stand up to that. So a lot of times you'll find these with most of the stock broken off. But this one, aside from the fact that it hasn't been cleaned, is actually in really good condition. So yeah, that's a general overview. Now we'll take it over to the workbench there and give you a basic field strip. So here we are at the workbench with the Nylon 66 here. I'm just going to give you a basic takedown. First things first, as I showed you the magazine tubes in the butt. Just twist and pull to remove that. First things first, of course. Then we need to rack the slide, push the hammer to the rear, put it in safe. Then we need to remove the charging handle that just pries out. My trusty Buck 110. Awesome knife, by the way. I'll probably talk a bit about this in another video, but then we got these takedown screws here. Nice thing is everything you need to take down can be done with a quarter, so you just use that. Plus these two are actually tight enough to where, oop, maybe not that one, but yeah, there, it'll actually grip the quarter, so it makes it all the easier to get that crap out. And then you can just get it the rest of the finger. Oop, actually, I have to shove this on here. Come on. Oh yeah, that's right, this one's kind of stubborn. Like I said, old ass gun been sitting in a gun case for most of its life, so some of these are going to be a little finicky. Come on, come on. Yeah, there we go. There we go. So, that top cover just comes off now. With a little bit of persuasion. Got that there. Remove this. This is the ejector. Not much to it. And as you can see here now, fully synthetic receiver. So then, now to remove the barrel, this bit's cool. We got this, let's see this little screw thing here, but this actually isn't a retaining pin. You just use your quarter, unscrew it until you can just see the bottom of the thing coming out like so, and check this out. It's actually a button that raises this retaining collar, and the barrel just slides right out. Then, to get the bolt out, do this the rest of the way. Pull this. Watch out, you got 2 pieces here, so make sure you don't lose these. Oop, and bolt falls right out. Got your bolt spring that also houses the, well, it's not the firing pin, but it's what engages the firing pin. Sort of what the bolt strikes. And then back here you have guide rod, your actual hammer, which is like the separate block that slides along there. I won't remove all this, but if we'll see, maybe you can see some of the guts inside there. Of course, right here, actually, I'll reinsert this. Here, come on, get in there. There we go. So there you can actually see the plunger from the magazine tube poking out there into this little feed ramp right here. So yeah, I'm not going to remove this as this thing's a pain in the butt to get back in. But yeah, that's basic takedown. Oh, also, you can remove the trigger guard easily enough just by popping this a couple of these pins out here, but it just shows you more of the trigger mechanism, which is all it is a lever that's blocking the this hammer bolt thingy right here from flying forward, striking the pin. There's just a couple of levers and plates there. So yeah, that's it. Well, everyone, hope you enjoyed this video. You can expect several more. I will keep doing them as long as I have guns to showcase. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you next time.